away to raising the rafters with a hey, hey, hey. The songs and sketches and jokes old and new. With us about, you won't feel blue. So meet the gang, cause the boys are here. The boys to entertain you. We are here to make you feel gay. So give us a cheer with a hey, hey, hey. Just gather around and put down your gun. With us
Oh, well, it ain't half hot, Mum. That was the best we could come up with for this evening for our welcome and our introduction to issue number 7 of Connect Up. A very warm welcome with temperatures set to soar and remain high for the next few days. It really does feel like we are at the height of summer. We're both back from our little jaunts to the coast and deeply entrenched in Tenterden, and it's good that we've still got the sunshine here. Well, despite having saying that, it is clear that for many people, leaving their homes to enjoy the sunshine is still quite challenging. After several weeks of having to stay at home, this is quite understandable. We do know of people who are not yet ready to venture out into the streets or the churches for a variety of different reasons. It is clear that the physical, emotional and mental effects of lockdown are going to live with us for some considerable time. Now, here in our churches, we are doing all that we can to try and ensure that they are safe as possible, with strict cleaning regimes and social distancing. And this is perhaps a good opportunity to say a thank you to the 7 teams of cleaners who are coming in at the end of every single day to wipe down everything for us to make sure that it is very safe. We do hope that in time everyone will feel confident to come and worship with us once again. Now, should you be feeling uneasy and wish for some reassurance or support, please do get in touch with one of us, and we will certainly be very happy to talk through how we might be able to help. But in the meantime, do have a wonderful week and enjoy the warmth of the sun whenever you can.
Now, this brings us to face coverings. The government has told us that we must wear face coverings whenever we come into our churches to worship, to pray, or to carry out various tasks. Now, because we lead the services, ministers are exempt, though we will wear a face covering when we distribute communion. Readers and leaders of prayers are also able to remove their face coverings when they are at the microphone. Now, this is a sensitive subject, of course, because there are people who, for a variety of reasons, simply cannot wear a face covering. So if you see someone in church without a face covering, please remember that they may not be wearing a face covering for a very sound reason. So be gentle and kind. Now, we're going to make sure, or try and make sure, we have spare face coverings so that if you happen to forget yours, all is not lost.
Excellent.
Anything else to say on that, do you think, or have we covered everything?
I think we've covered everything there is to do with
Good.
face coverings. Yes.
Excellent.
Okay, so we'll move now on to birthdays and anniversaries. And it would appear, dear readers and listeners, that you are very keen to tell us of your celebrations after the event. And this is not good sport. However, we have managed to retrieve a couple of birthdays from the last few days. Both Katie Harper and Anne Robertson celebrated their special day on Tuesday, so many belated happy returns to them both.
Here.
Yes. And here is a plea to you all. We've now got our special book in which we note birthdays for the whole year. So please do let us know when you or a member of your household have a special celebration so that we can celebrate with you. We are particularly keen to hear of August or September birthdays, but we will make a note of dates whenever they fall in the year. So come on, don't be shy. You know you want us to sing happy birthday to you.
I can't think why not.
Quite. Shall we do it now?
What, to Anne and...
To Anne and
Oh,
Katie?
to Anne and Katie. No, let's do that now. Yeah, quite.
Oh. I mean...
I'm in the mood now.
You're in the mood.
Yeah.
Here is the cake with the wobbly candles that I still haven't fixed.
That's all right.
But there we go. Yeah, would you like to light those? Okay,
I'll do that.
2 each. Oh, bunting's out as well. It's been a few weeks since we've had to sing.
Well, yes.
And mercifully, for anyone that might have been around, neither of us had to stand on Ryde Seafront or Hove Seafront and sing Happy Birthday last week. Although that would have been good fun. So for Tuesday then, do you want to do that one as well?
Are we ready?
Don't know I should be holding that, but
Here we go. Stand by. Any minute now. Could be the next.
good Lord, yeah, nearly the next birthday. Right. Okay, and
Right.
the banner.
One end of the banner for me.
And one for me. Okay.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Anne and Katie. Happy birthday to you. There we
go. Well, we
Right.
hope they had a lovely day and were thoroughly spoilt.
Yes, by their nearest and dearest.
Exactly. Now then, the candle is. Oh, there it goes. We'll leave. What do you want to do? Leave
Do you
that.
want- it's
Just
not-
leave it
it's not
here
on your
because it's
way?
a bit of a risk if we move
Okay,
it while
that's
I like.
fine. Good.
Now, to you and yours. Now, we are always very keen to hear from you. So if you have anything you wish to share, then please do get in touch. We welcome your news, your stories, your photos, your quizzes, and indeed anything else you care to send us. We'd love to feature more of you in Connect Up, so do please send stuff in. Now, it's worth mentioning perhaps at this stage that if we could have any items for publication by Wednesday evening, because we then start to put Connect Up together on Thursday, ready for recording and copying and so on and so forth on Friday. Okay, now this will make Jeffrey's eyes water.
Do you want to do it or shall I?
Oh no, go on, you can have this pleasure.
Can I?
Go on.
Can I? It's called Blocked Pipes if you have a look at your copy. And it seems that the rules about unrestricted breathing have been extended to organ pipes. And if you have a look at the photo that Martin Vink has sent us, you will see exactly what we mean. Thank you so much, Martin. There are some ministers who have been trying to muffle their organists for years. Happily, we are not among them.
No, so long live Michael and Jeffrey. And
Sheila.
Sheila at St Michael's and
Yes.
Tracy
Yep.
and Matthew who plays here and all our other
Organists.
organists. Steve Pusey
Yes. Yes.
and the music group. Everybody
Yes.
in fact.
We would never muffle you.
No, exactly.
Is
Now
it
then,
another good word.
orrery.
Or-
You may remember that in the introduction to last week's Connect Up we mentioned an orrery. Now, you'll know by now that an orrery is a mechanical model of the solar system that illustrates or predicts the relative positions and motions of the planets and moons. Now, in this week's Connect Up, there is a photo of an orrery. One of the Connect Up team spotted an honorary orrery, honorary orrery on Hove Seafront.
I wonder which one that was.
Yeah, quite. Or rather, an interpretation of an orrery. The Hove Orrery, I shall stop saying that word, is a sculpture based on an orrery. And you'll see another photograph of the Hove Orrery alongside the real orrery.
Yep.
Now, icons in the case of the Hove Orrery, based on popular things associated with the past and present of Hove, orbit the system, which set us thinking. Because if Hove can do it, so can we. So then, this is your task, folks. And we get to the point at last. If the sculpture of an orrery were placed in our community, what icons would we choose to put on it? Now, the icons could be of people, places, events, or qualities, community qualities. What would you put on the Tenterden, St Michael's and Small Hythe Orrery? Do let us know. And while we're on this subject, as a little lead into the next one,
Yes, indeed.
it may be worth pointing out that Food for Thought, the Sunday morning service at St Michael's at 11 o'clock, will be on the theme of orreries,
There we are.
which is not the kind of theme that you'd normally associate with church.
No, but it's a good one.
It's
Do you
a
want to
good
say the word one more time, or are you done with it
What,
now?
from orrery to something else?
Yes.
There we are.
From orrery to worship in church. Now, if you take a look at your copy of Connect Up today, you will see that all our services over the coming week are listed. There are some that will appear, of course, on website, Facebook and YouTube, and those are indicated by some very natty little symbols. And also services that take place in church, such as prayer during the day, but also go on the website, have in red the time that they will be available for viewing on the website. So please do take a look at that. The first service that comes up is Pioneers of Faith, which, depending if you're watching this on Saturday and what time, you might just be able to skate down to church at St Mildred's and see at 9 o'clock. And this week we reflect on St John, and that will go onto the website by noon. So all sorts of different services.
Yeah.
All listed.
Okay.
Yes,
that's
indeed.
Good. And also on the Saturday morning schedule is a little trip to the Lemon Tree. So after our reflective service on each Saturday morning, we tend to drift across to the Lemon Tree for breakfast.
Which is rather pleasant.
Yeah. But anyway, all the services are there, as we've said, either in church or on the website, or in some cases, as Jeanette's just indicated, on the website as well as being in church.
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent.
So that's the services. There's a little bit of information about how you connect up to the website, Facebook and YouTube. So that's on there too. And then to
me, a thought for the week. So this week our passage of scripture comes from St Matthew's Gospel, and a rather lovely story from there, which is followed by a reflection, and also the collect for the 9th Sunday after Trinity. And we have been asked by a few people if we would also begin to incorporate some of the names of the sick and the departed that we pray for within Connect Up. So we are starting to do that, and we hope that for many of you that will help to guide your own prayers as you remember all those who are sick, ill or in mourning, or who have died. So there we go. I think.
So that then brings us to contact points, and all the usual suspects are listed, eager and ready to run to your assistance should we be needed. And also, as we come to the end of this little broadcast, there's a bit of information about either unsubscribing or subscribing to the emailed version of Connect Up. So if you're not receiving the emailed version, which is the full version, as opposed to the slightly edited version which goes out on paper, if you're not receiving the emailed version but would like to, then do subscribe using the contact facility on the website. And if you're getting the emailed version and you'd really rather not, then again, by visiting that same part of the website, you can unsubscribe. It's all very simple in both directions.
Yes.
Good.
Good.
That's it.
Do you know, I'm just going to mention here, sometimes I receive my copy of the worship that comes out daily, and sometimes it goes into a little box on my email called promotions, and sometimes it doesn't. There is no consistency whatsoever, and I have no idea why sometimes it is designed as sometimes why it comes in as a promotion, and sometimes it just comes through to my normal email box. Should you ever think you have missed something, I think we can be fairly sure that it is sent out to you every day, all the service sheets and service information every single day. Just check some of those other boxes that occur on your email, because it may well be that for some reason, unbeknown to anybody, it's disappeared somewhere else.
Right.
I just thought I'd say that.
Well worth saying.
Yes,
well
thank you.
Excellent. Well, we're going to leave our air-conditioned studio and go back out into the heat of the day. We wish you well. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Because the boys are here, the boys to entertain you, with music and laughter to help you on your way, to raising the rafters with a hey, 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 the songs and sketches and jokes old and new, with us about, you won't feel blue. So meet the gang, cause the boys are here, the boys to entertain you. We are here to make you feel gay, so give us a cheer with a hey, hey, hey. Just gather